So let's install and try Pay.sh. So you can find the docs under Pay.sh/docs, and the docs are really good. And you can either install it via Homebrew or via npm. So I'm just gonna use brew install pay, and it's installed. And now I'm gonna use pay --version, and I can see I'm on version 0.20. And now I want to show you how this works. So first of all, I'm gonna call this debug endpoint here. So to get a price of the Apple stock. And here we can see I get a 402 error back. So payment required. And now if I call the same thing with pay in front, what it will actually do in the background, it will ask me to do my touch ID, and I pay 0.01 cent, and now I get the actual Apple price back here. So it's as easy as that to sign up, and I already configured it so that it requires a touch ID, which will be very useful when we pass it to our agents later. And that's already the whole flow. You've installed Pay, and you made a paid HTTP request without ever creating a developer account or signing up anywhere. My advice is to always start in sandbox mode, so with ---- sandbox, and only switch to real funds once you have seen the flow work end to end. We will set up a mainnet wallet in episode 4, and there is plenty of interesting services already available in the catalog. I will show you how to discover them and pay for them later. The real power comes when you let your Claude or Codex agent actually use these services. But let's first have a look at all the different ways on how you can use Pay.sh and how it works in the next episode.